If you think your life is tough, wait until you meet these unlucky legends. First up, Guts, from Berserk. Guts was born from the corpse of his mother, raised on the battlefield, and betrayed by those he trusted most. Imagine being hunted by demons, betrayed by your best friend, and doomed to endless pain. Marked with the brand of sacrifice, Guts is relentlessly pursued by supernatural horrors every night, never allowed a moment's peace. Guts is basically the human definition of can't win. His only solace comes from fleeting moments with those he cares about, like Casca, whose own fate becomes another source of heartbreak. Driven by vengeance and the hope of saving what little he has left, Guts' journey is a brutal struggle against fate itself. Every victory costs him dearly, and every loss carves deeper scars, physically and emotionally, making his story one of the most tragic in fiction. Then there's Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. This guy? He just wanted to fix a spaceship. Isaac started as an ordinary engineer, hoping to reunite with his girlfriend Nicole on the USG Ishimura. But what he found was a nightmare. Nicole was already gone, and the ship was crawling with monstrous necromorphs. The horrors he faces aren't just physical. Isaac is tormented by hallucinations of Nicole, his mind unraveling as he's forced to relive her death over and over. The line between reality and nightmare blurs, leaving him questioning his own sanity. Isolation eats away at him. Trapped in the cold void of space, surrounded by death and betrayal, Isaac's only company is the echo of his own trauma. Every step forward means facing new terrors, and the crushing guilt of being unable to save those he loves. Throughout the Dead Space series, Isaac loses friends, allies, and even his grip on reality. The Marker's influence twists his mind, turning hope into despair and love into agony. Instead, he's fighting space zombies, haunted by his dead girlfriend, and stuck in a nightmare workplace. OSHA would have a field day. Kratos from God of War? Before he became the Ghost of Sparta, Kratos was a devoted husband and father. But his thirst for power led him to serve Ares, the god of war, who tricked him into slaughtering his own family in a blind rage. The ashes of his wife and child were bound to his skin, a permanent reminder of his greatest sin. Haunted by guilt and rage, Kratos set out on a path of vengeance against the gods themselves. His journey through the original God of War trilogy is a relentless quest for revenge, slaying gods, titans, and monsters, but never escaping the pain of his past. Each victory only deepens his torment, as the consequences of his actions leave the world in chaos, and himself more isolated than ever. In the Norse saga, we see a different side of Kratos. Now a father again, he struggles to guide his son Atreus while wrestling with his own violent legacy. The journey is as much about redemption as survival. Kratos desperately trying to break the cycle of bloodshed and teach his son to be better than he was. Key moments, like opening up to Atreus about his past, choosing mercy over vengeance, show the depth of his pain and his hope for forgiveness. Kratos' story is a brutal epic of loss, guilt, and the struggle to find peace after unimaginable tragedy. Yeah, he's ripped, but he's also ripped apart his whole family, literally. Endless rage, endless regret. Therapy? He needs a whole pantheon of therapists. Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. All he wanted was a little respect. Jesse's journey is a downward spiral through heartbreak, addiction, and betrayal. Once a small-time meth cook, he's drawn deeper into the criminal world by Walter White, his former chemistry teacher turned manipulative partner. Jesse's desperate search for approval and belonging leads him into toxic relationships, both with Walt and with those he loves most. His relationship with Jane offers a glimpse of hope, but tragedy strikes when she dies from an overdose, an event that shatters Jesse and leaves him drowning in guilt, especially when he learns Walt could have saved her. Later, Jesse tries to find redemption through Andrea and her son Brock, but his past catches up with him. Andrea's murder at the hands of Todd, ordered as a warning to Jesse, pushes him to the brink, reinforcing his belief that everyone he cares about is doomed. Throughout Breaking Bad, Jesse is tormented by guilt and self-loathing. He struggles with addiction, cycles through moments of hope and despair, and is repeatedly manipulated by Walt, who uses Jesse's loyalty against him. Each betrayal chips away at his spirit, leaving him emotionally scarred and desperate for escape. The lowest point comes when Jesse is enslaved by neo-Nazis, forced to cook meth while enduring physical and psychological torture. His eventual escape in El Camino is hard-won, but the trauma lingers. Freedom comes at a steep price, and Jesse's scars run deep. Instead, betrayed, beaten, and broken, He's the king of bad choices and even worse luck. And Winston Smith from 1984. All he did was think for himself. Big mistake. Now he's got Big Brother watching, and happiness is just a rumor. Winston's world is Oceania, a place where every move is monitored, every word is scrutinized, and even your thoughts can betray you. The party controls everything: history, language, even reality itself. Privacy is extinct, and trust is a dangerous luxury. Winston works at the Ministry of Truth, rewriting history to fit the party's ever-changing narrative. But beneath his obedient exterior, he's suffocating, haunted by memories of a freer past and desperate for something real. His secret rebellion begins with a simple act: writing his true thoughts in a hidden diary, a crime punishable by death. His relationship with Julia is a rare spark of hope. Together, they dream of freedom, love, and a life beyond the party's reach. But every moment is shadowed by fear, of betrayal, of discovery, of the thought police lurking just out of sight. The party's grip is absolute. When Winston is caught, he's subjected to brutal torture in the Ministry of Love. Physically broken, psychologically shattered. Room 101 becomes his personal hell, where his deepest fears are weaponized against him until he betrays everything he once held dear. In the end, Winston's rebellion is crushed. The party doesn't just punish dissent, it erases it, rewriting the soul until only loyalty remains. Winston is left a hollow shell, loving Big Brother, his spirit utterly destroyed. His tragedy isn't just in losing his freedom, but in losing himself. Feeling better about your problems yet?